I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home Design magazine, and I want to thank you for listening to Talking About a Home show on the radio. Today's radio show is coming to you from Energy One America, located at 454 Jessen Lane in the Wando area, Clements Ferry, just off of Clements Ferry Road, near Daniel Island, and we are continuing our visits with some of the sponsors of the Custom Home and Remodel Show and Hurricane Expo coming up August 8th through the 10th at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. And today we are visiting with Reid McCall with Energy One America, one of the sponsors of the Custom Home and Remodel Show and Hurricane Expo. How you doing, Reid?
Good, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Reid, take a moment and tell everybody about Energy One America.
Energy One America is a company that focuses on helping out homeowners, future homeowners, present homeowners, in increasing the energy efficiency of the home with spray foam insulation, either in the attic, crawl space. We also have a product for existing walls. It's called Retro Foam now. Also offer crawl space encapsulation, mold prevention for homes, new construction, homes under construction. We're also doing garage floors now, and we also have an air cleaning, air scrubbing product for better indoor air quality.
Good deal.
It's kind of us in a nutshell.
Sure. And, everybody out there listening is asking themselves, what's in it for me? Is there something that Energy One America could offer me to help make my home better, more comfortable, save me money? Can answer that question.
Yeah. Well, most people do come to us because they're dealing with the HVAC system running too much in the summer. So, at spray foam insulation in this time of the year is our biggest product. And as it gets hotter, we're seeing our leads go from 30 a week to 50 to 60 a week. And most, like 70% of those are for spray foam.
Mm-hmm.
So we would come in, look at the attic, take a look at what kind of insulation's already up there. Spray foam would be installed to seal that attic, dropping the temperature of the attic dramatically. So you're talking 140 degree attic in the summer on the high end, down to 90 degrees is going to be the top that you would ever see it after the spray foam's installed. So if the HVAC system lives up there, it's going to last longer. It's going to be in a cooler environment just sitting there, but it's also going to run less to try to keep up with the outside air.
Mm-hmm.
So spray foam is definitely the most bang for your buck this time of year.
Okay. And I guess I'm wondering, how does that all work? Lowering the attic temperature from 140 degrees, if you have insulation up there already, to 90 degrees, how is that going to lower someone's air conditioning bill?
Yeah, so the AC bill is high because the HVAC system can't keep up. So it runs all day long. And so when we install that spray foam, we're sealing out the outside air from the inside.
What if you have a ridge vent on your...
You seal the ridge vent, you seal the soffits. It's just a completely different way of thinking than traditional building. Traditional building wants the house to breathe and have that air moving in and out of the attic. But we've kind of left that behind now. It's the codes are heading in the direction. In North Carolina, you pretty much have to spray foam every new house. So it's coming. So we offer a way for existing homes to go ahead and bring their home up to speed with current technology.
Mm-hmm.
So in sealing off that attic, that HVAC runs less, just translates to a lower power bill.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a product that pays for itself. But you notice other differences. So if you have a 2-story home, the upstairs this time of year is generally hotter than the downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
When we spray foam that attic, just the day we spray it, you feel a difference in that second floor. It's like installing a heat shield across the top of the house before you ever even get into the HVAC bills and that kind of thing. So it's a dramatic difference. Also, been sealing off that attic, you're keeping out that outside air, so you have less dust, less pollen, less allergens. So your indoor air quality is increased.
Mm-hmm. So if you've got traditional like fiberglass insulation in your attic, and you've got a ridge vent, so there's warm air that's sort of circulating up there, that heat is radiating down into the rest of your house.
It is. Yeah, it's like an oven sitting up there, and anyone who's ever walked in their attic in the middle of the summer, you're instantly wet. I mean, it's very, very, very hot, and it's dangerous really to be up there very long in it. So.
Right. Some homeowners, thrifty homeowners might say, I've already got insulation up there. I don't, why should I pay for more insulation? And if you were to choose one part of the house to put spray foam insulation, where would that be?
I would say the attic. And, the insulation they have is probably okay. If the house is less than 10 years old, it's probably fine. The difference is they don't have an air seal. They have all that hot outdoor air coming and going through the attic. The insulation that's there is probably on the floor, and it's trying to keep the downstairs from being affected by that very, very hot attic. So it's an okay system, but it's just deficient in this area. In a more temperate area that might be able to go, but if your HVAC system is living up there and it's baking in that heat, it's not going to last as long if you had spray foam. So the insulation that's already there, it's doing a job. It has an R value, but spray foam is going to add that air seal and at least be the same R value or increase. But having that air seal, keeping that hot air out in the first place. Again, too, if the insulation's on the floor, we will remove all of that as part of our job.
You will remove it?
We remove it as part of the job. Yeah, that's included. Spray foam the roof deck. All that floor space is usable for storage. If the roof is high enough, we've had people even convert those into rooms. It's that much of a dramatic difference in temperature.
Interesting. If they asked Energy One America to leave the existing fiberglass insulation on the attic floor, will that help at all?
It's probably overkill, but we would leave it if they wanted to. If they, really, if you've got spray foam in the roof deck, having batt insulation on the floor isn't going to add to your insulation. That spray foam is pretty much superior to fiberglass, so it would just be in the way at that point.
Gotcha. So you've got two different types of spray foam insulation. You have closed cell and open cell. Can you tell our listeners about that a little bit?
Sure. Open cell is, if you think of your office chair or your mattress, it's the spongy foam. So people will know that foam. It's very similar to what's in the office chair, in fact, or in the mattress. In fact, the company we get it from makes mattresses and office chair foam. So it's very similar. We're just making it at the house. Open cell is a great soundproofer. So we've had people in new construction do it around movie theaters. Or they have metal roofs and they're worried about how loud the rain's going to be. They can put open cell up there.
I like that sound.
Yeah, I do too. So yeah, that's why I get a metal roof, right? So closed cell is very different in that, and let me say right up front, they both have the same insulating value. They both do the job of air sealing. But the added benefit of the closed cell is that it cures to a very rigid form, like Gorilla Glue. So it's like spraying Gorilla Glue 2 to 3 to 4 inches thick in a roof deck. You're basically gluing that roof together. So you're adding strength to the roof 3 to 4 times what it would normally be. So in hurricane-prone areas, in New Jersey after Hurricane Sandy, in Florida after all the hurricanes they've been through in the last 15 years, usually those homes are rebuilt with closed-cell spray foam just automatically. It's that much of a difference in the probability of the roof staying on the house or the walls staying and gluing that. So
you're saying the closed cell spray foam acts like a glue, kind of gluing the roof deck to the roof rafters in your attic. So if we did have some strong winds or a hurricane, you've got a stronger bond up there in the attic. You're saving money on your energy, but then you've got the stronger bond up there, so less likely to lose your roof.
Yep. Yeah, and it's that much of a difference that after Sandy, all the closed cell spray foam on the East Coast just got sucked up into that region, and we had a little bit of problem getting our needs filled by this company because our company that we use, NCFI out of North Carolina, they were the main supplier for the rebuild in New Jersey. So we see this evidence all the time after hurricanes. All the closed cell goes to that part of the country, and we have a lot of customers here who specifically choose closed cell because they're out on Kiowa, they're out on Isle of Palms, Daniel Island, just in case one hits again, they got that little bit more peace of mind.
Yeah, so maybe Here in Charleston, the closed cell might be better because you've kind of got the double value of not only helping to save on energy costs, but then also making your roof line stronger too.
Without a doubt. And it is a little bit more expensive because if you think about it, there's more product being used. The open cell has a lot of air bubbles in it, so it's a little bit less product to cover the same area, but it's worth the extra cost. To me, is when I built my house in '07, I used closed cell on the roof deck specifically to have that extra peace of mind in a bad storm, and to also have the best possible insulation I could have.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're almost out of time, but I did want to ask you, how long would someone calls Energy One America, says they want to increase the insulation in their attic or in other parts of the house? What's involved? What's the impact on the homeowner? Are they going to have to move out of the house? You tearing out walls? How long will it take to put in that insulation?
Well, no tearing out walls or anything like that. If someone calls us today, we can do the job next week. We have the largest fleet in the East Coast, possibly the country, for residential spray foam. So we're able to keep up with large demand, and we have a lot of demand in this area this time of year. Someone calls us today, we come out next week. We can do the job in one day in most houses. We do ask the homeowners to leave for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So if they know they have a vacation coming up, it's perfect to do that while they're out of town. We can work on the weekends if they're going to go out of town. If they have an issue of somewhere to go, but they really want to get the spray foam, we'll put them in a hotel. We'll just cover that cost for them to put them in a hotel for the night. Until the foam cures in a matter of a few minutes. But just to be safe, we tell people you might as well be out for 24 hours until it's totally cured.
Because of the off gassing, or
yeah, there's just a bit of off gassing at the moment they do, and we have ventilation, we have fans running out. All of our guys wear ventilation suits, so we're very safe about how we do everything. But it's just more of an overkill precaution that we have people stay out of the house for a day. But when they come back, it'll feel like a completely different house.
Gotcha. Well, tell everybody how they can get in touch with Energy
Sure.
One America.
You can call us directly at 843-388-6260, or you can find us on the web at www.energyoneamerica.com.
All right, terrific. Well, we've been talking with Reid McCall with Energy One America, one of the sponsors of the Custom Home Remodel Show coming up August 8th through the 10th at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. And thank you for being a sponsor and also for hosting today's radio show.
Hey, thanks for having us.